I think growing up in South Florida, you kind of have to be like a fisherman in a way.
Right.
Because they always say you want the friend that has the boat. You never want to have the boat.
Yeah. Dude, so many headaches, dude.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but you literally just see like the tuna just like coming way from deep, just like coming up. And it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to win, but I think enjoying it and meeting so many new people that are in this industry, these people that are passionate about what they're doing and bring something out of me where, I just want to know, how they got into it. I want to know their history about it. I actually met a few people and everybody seems extremely ecstatic about this event. So this is obviously my first time doing it.
Isn't it exhilarating though when you have a fish on the line and you're fighting that thing? It's like, is there anything you can equate that to in football?
You've landed on the science of fishing, where passion meets precision. Before we dive in, we would like to thank Bloody Battery, Sea Mule, and Black Reef Co. for sponsoring this episode.
What's going on, everybody? Mark here with the Science of Fishing. We're here sitting down with Giovani Bernard. He's participating into Sport Fishing Championships, The Catch. It's going to be an incredible event. Go watch it on CBS Sports, and we're about to dive in with what Giovani's all about, guys. So, fishing. So, how did you get into fishing? What prompted you? What makes Giovani Bernard want to get on the water?
Yeah. Well, I think growing up in South Florida, you kind of have to be like a fisherman in a way.
Right.
I had my buddies. I didn't grow up on this side of the tracks like I told you before, but coming to high school, having some private school and, some kids have their boats and their parents have the boats and they always invited me out. So I was always for it.
Right.
It was pretty simple to, when you get invited to go do something and you don't really have to pay anything.
Dude, it's nice, right? It's nice.
Because they always say, you want the friend that has the boat. You never want to have the boat. But
dude, I will tell you from experience,
yeah,
you don't want to own the
It's
boat.
like that.
Yeah. Dude, so many headaches, dude. It's just like the engines, the freaking, the upkeep of the deck, all that stuff, man.
Yeah. So it becomes a thing. So for me, my buddies got me involved in it, and I've always wanted to explore it a little bit more. And this is obviously an opportunity to get into it some more.
Right, man. This is awesome. Well, I appreciate you, coming out here, participating with us. It's gonna be, dude. This is gonna be a cool tournament, man. And I appreciate you sitting down with me.
Yeah, for sure. I actually met a few people, and everybody seems extremely ecstatic about this event. So this is obviously my first time doing it, and I heard about it last year, but I didn't get the invite. But it's all good.
You're back now. You're here now, right? That's what matters.
It's about now. Stay in the present.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, super excited about it. I think it'll be a good time. Meeting some new people, meet some some people that are passionate about something, and you can always shoot the shits with somebody that that's passionate about something. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Excited.
So you don't have a boat right now, right?
No. So let me tell you a quick little story.
Yeah.
Grew up down here. Grew up on the other side of the tracks. Played in the league for 10 years. I built a home actually on the water here, and just before COVID, we moved in January of 2020. So construction costs, all that. Got extremely lucky. We have 220 feet of waterfront.
Wow.
Right behind Pier 66. I'm giving everybody where I live. Who cares? We got things in the house, so don't even try it.
Ain't no one trying.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's all I got to say. But yeah, so I thought about this concept about leasing, right? Leasing dock space. That's obviously a big thing down here in South Florida. And was able to work with a few brokers and have been able to stock the backyard with some nice little boats.
There you go.
And it's an easy stream of income.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I've learned a lot about boats and the business behind it.
Yep.
Whether I go out on the boats, that's a whole nother story.
Right. You go with the buddies with the boats.
Exactly. But most of the times I work with these guys, with these brokers, and most of these boats are 60 plus feet, and it's something serious.
It's some sick stuff.
Yeah, ridiculous stuff. And you start meeting the people that are buying these boats, and met a few very good individuals, and I've learned from them business side as well. So it's obviously been a great connection for me to be able to learn more about not only just the boating industry, but obviously what these other individuals are doing. Because I just retired last year in March, so for me, it's always, I just want to soak up all the information right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So how's retirement?
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, I think I started young, like 2014, where I was already thinking about when I was going to get out of the game, right? I started doing real estate very young, and like I bought like a duplex, right? And I got a rent check. from my tenants, and it was like, I don't know, might have been like $1,700 and I was like, this is the greatest check I've ever received, right? And this was after I got my signing bonus and all that kind of stuff. So at my second year, I might have been 22, but I got drafted in the second round, so I was able to. I saw the check, like I saw what was in my account, but there was something about a rent check of $1,600 coming into my pocket or into my mailbox. Like I was just that blew me away. So started scaling that business, and obviously been growing that throughout while I was playing, and now it's kind of just it's self-sufficient. My wife and I kind of do it, and it's been bringing in money as well. So I think that's the biggest thing is you want to be able to have these reoccurring, mailbox money type, investments, to when you are done, you don't necessarily have to figure out what you need to do immediately, right? Because guys fall into that trap.
In front of me, I have the Flushmaster by Seamule. This little device simplifies the process for flushing your engines. All it takes is 3 easy steps. Plug the hose into the device, plug the hoses from the device into your motors, and press on. That's all it takes to preserve the longevity of your motors, ensuring 100% clean water is running through them. So if you want to preserve your motors, go to seamule.com and go pick up a Flushmaster. I was going to ask you, do you think you're a special case compared to some of the guys that are in the league? Are a lot of them blowing their cash, or are they being savvy?
I mean, there's definitely both sides to it for sure. I mean, you definitely see, if you're on the plane, guys are gambling in the back, which they're not supposed to, but it's okay. They're not gambling on NFL. That's for sure. No. Just saw the basketball guy the other day. He gambled for his net winnings. I can't remember the guy's name. Played for the Raptors. Sorry, I'm
forgetting that name too. I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
I think he netted I don't know, maybe $60,000 after his bets. Like, if you're on an NBA roster, you're already making 3 times that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What's the point?
What that, whatever. But yeah, you see some guys in the NFL, they don't necessarily know the whole financial literacy aspect of life, and it's a real thing. It's a problem, in younger guys, but and older guys for sure. But it's just a matter of learning from that very early on, and learning from your mistakes, and just growing and talking to people. Right. That's big too. So. I got very lucky in learning from the right people, and I had a good support system around me. Did you
have a mentor while you were in the league, kind of, or
not really, man? I've always kind of been just like put my head down and work kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I love analyzing people. I love reading people from afar and seeing what they are doing and asking those questions. Whether it's one person or 2 people, I've always just been intrigued by how people move and function and how they work, right?
Yeah.
Because, my mom and my dad both came over by boat from Haiti. I'm a first-generation American. And
same here, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I will say our minds are built differently, and my mom passed away when I was younger, so it was just me, my dad, and my older brother, and I think the biggest thing that we learned was you got to go get it. Like, ain't no,
it's not gonna hand out.
No. Like, it's not just gonna happen.
Right.
Like, I ain't got a thing to, my dad, he's not gonna give me, a business. Like, that's not how it works in our generation. No. So I learned very quickly that, I had to go get it. And, I never wanted to be broke again because I felt what that was. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm cool.
You're done.
I got to go make it.
Yeah. So you had that motivation.
Yeah. Oh, it was easy. So it was simple.
That played probably on the field for you to just
I'm sure.
ball.
Some people say, football or, the sport that they play, it didn't become fun. It changed when I got into the pros. For me, my brain was always wired as I got to make it. And this was like little league ball. Like, I would come back and I'd score a couple of touchdowns, like whatever, no big deal. My dad would come in the car, be like, oh, well, you missed that one play. My brain was just wired differently, right? Even at such a young age, I was thinking way different than a lot of the other kids. So I'm sure that all played a big role in just having that whole immigrant mindset. Definitely plays it.
You think it still plays it now that you're retired? You're just doing your thing now. You're finding you have your other sources of income.
Yeah.
How do you have that mentality throughout life now? What's driving you?
It's as simple as it is. I never want to be broke.
Yeah.
I never want to go back to what it felt like when I was 10, 12, 13 years old. What it felt like where I had to go, live in one of my teammates' house for high school because my dad's he couldn't support us, right?
Yeah.
So I knew what that felt like. And I think when I got into the league, I think the biggest thing for me was I never want to feel that again. And obviously having my first kid 2 years ago, like even for him now, like he's growing up in a completely different world. So like there's this whole transition that's happening. And but I know for me, like I never want to feel that again.
Yeah.
Dude,
I get that.
Yeah,
this is just never gonna happen. That's it.
Like I'm gonna figure whatever I need to figure out. Like I'm gonna create as many sources of income as I need to be able to never feel what that felt like.
Do you have kids?
Just one.
Okay. So how are you gonna do that to your kid?
I have no idea.
Do you want to do that to your kid? Do you want him to feel that?
That's the thing. It's like I automatically want to spoil him with everything.
Yeah.
Like that's just my.
You didn't have it, so
you
you're
know
like,
what I mean? Like I want him to experience these things, but there's obviously a teaching moment that has to happen when he experiences, whatever. Like him growing up in the house that that we're living at. Like what? Like nah, bro. Like
220 feet on the water, man. Dude.
Number one, this ain't yours. you gonna realize that very quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you're gonna have to go get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
right.
I think there's these steps and these teaching moments that have to happen and that I have to make sure that I'm holding him accountable for, right? Yeah. I have to, make sure that he knows like, okay, hey, this situation, this is not really how it is, and putting him in some different programs where,
How old is he?
So he's 2 and 4 months.
Okay. So he's got a little bit of time for dad to take care of him. No, he's chilling for now.
So, even still, man, like I never take him to the same park. Like we have a park that's very close to us, but to be honest, like it's not very diverse.
Okay.
So I make sure to not go to that park all the time, even though it's closer.
Yeah.
And even though it's easy, like I'm going to go over there, like way over there where not that, where it's a little more diverse. Right.
Yeah.
So I make sure I instill these little things with him because I never want him to go into a classroom and only see kids that don't look like him. Like I don't want that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So there's just these little teaching moments, these little things that I've picked up on very quickly. And I want him to understand that he has no idea. He doesn't realize it. Right.
Yeah.
But it's showing him. Yeah. It's showing him these different places and exposing him to these, different situations that I think, or at least I hope, it'll make a difference.
Well, hopefully he sees dad on TV fishing one day and he'll be like, dude, he's like, I got to try this out too, man.
For those of you that don't know what this is, this right here is a turtle box. A turtle box is a marine grade speaker. It's the best one on the market, y'all. If you guys want to go get one, check the link in the description. I always use it anytime I'm out there on the water, whether I'm at the beach, whether I'm fishing, wherever I am, this always comes with me. I love listening to the music, and the sound quality and audio is the best out there. Forget all the other brands. You need a turtle box.
You're here with the Sport Fishing Championship, right? Yep. We're hanging out at the catch. Mm-hmm. What do you want out of this, man? Do you want to whoop everybody's ass?
Of course. I mean, I think that's just the DNA of men in general. We just want to win whatever we're participating in. But
with your winning mentality, though,
yeah,
dude, you got a lot of guys that you've played against here, right?
Yeah,
and it's like, what do you?
I haven't looked at the full roster yet, but I'm sure I'll see some familiar faces. But yeah, it'll definitely be a very competitive thing, and I think part of it too is just having a good time. Like yes, everybody wants to win, but I think enjoying it and meeting so many new people that are in this industry that that I'm not in this industry. I don't know about this industry like that, right? So when you meet these people that are passionate about what they're doing, and it's obviously gonna bring something out of me where I just want to know how they got into it. I want to know their history about it. So for me, every situation, every moment's always a teaching moment, and I love learning from other people and other businesses and how they function, how they move, and so yeah, I'm just excited to be part of this. Obviously, catch some fish, and we don't get to take them home, right?
No, I mean, not the sailfish. The sailfish are catch and release, but if you get any meat fish like mahi or wahoo tuna, you want to take some fish home?
We'll fillet it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sweet. I didn't know like
no, dude.
The whole
fresh sashimi on the deck, dude, if you want.
Yeah,
make that happen.
Like my buddy, so he went to high school with me. We came in the same year, Brandon Linder. He played in Jacksonville for 8 years, and he is like the ultimate outdoors guy. Like, I mean, he does like everything. Spear, takes his boat out. Like, I mean, he's got it all, right? And this, I want to say last year. I can't remember what time it was, but we went to Island Mirada, had some good time down there, and we ran out like 3 hours or some change, and yeah, dude, like he showed me how to really fillet well, like where I wasn't just like ripping this thing apart.
Yeah, losing meat.
Oh, dude. Like, I think the first fish, like he just was like, all right, it's fine.
It's butchered. It's all right. He's like, this is how you actually do it.
This is how you actually do it. And it's just like skin, and that's like skin and bone, and that's it. And then, like, my thing was like skin, red meat. I'm like, my bad, bro.
Dude, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Is there a specific type of fish you want to catch this tournament?
Not really.
What have you caught before? What's your history?
Well, we
with
went
fishing?
out for tuna. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So there's like, I don't know, this trick that he did, like where he had the lines like obviously way behind him, and he like dumped the bucket of it was towards the end of the day, dumped the bucket, and obviously he just kept it running and kind of brought the bait or the lines through the
chum.
Yeah, through the chum. I can't remember exactly what it was, but you literally just see like the tuna just like whoosh, coming way from deep, just like coming up, and it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
His I don't know if it's his little trick or something that he learned from sport fishermen, but it was sweet. Good little opportunity, but
you guys had the line singing, and
dude, it was ridiculous. And he's got a crazy setup, like got the electric reel, got this, got that. Like
he's ready to go.
Oh, bro, he's not playing.
Dude, isn't it exhilarating though when you have a fish on the line and you're fighting that thing? It's like, is there anything you can equate that to in football?
I'm trying to think. It's just because I haven't done it as much. Not saying I scored a lot of touchdowns, but I do remember the feeling very well. Not saying that I haven't fished enough to really like. I knew that moment.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something about the reoccurring feeling that I think that plays a role in that question. But scoring a touchdown is not bad though, bro.
Yeah. How does that feel, man?
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Because like everybody's like,
what's the largest stadium you've played in?
Like NFL stadiums aren't that big though.
Yeah.
Like college stadiums are much bigger than NFL stadiums. Yeah.
So did you feel it more when you were at Carolina?
No.
Nah. Keenan didn't do it.
Nah, definitely not. There was a couple good games though. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a couple good games like where we, they packed house. But
yeah. Who was the coach at the time when you were there?
In Carolina?
Yeah.
So I had Butch Davis my first year.
Okay.
Then Larry Fedora was there my last year.
Okay.
Yeah. He was
You enjoyed it? Did you enjoy
yeah.
Carolina?
Yeah, I met my wife there, obviously.
Yeah. You go out on Franklin Street a lot?
For sure.
Yeah, he's not and all that, dude. Dude, I'm a Tar Heel too, so it's like,
So there's a bar, I don't even know if it's still there. It was called La Res. It was across.
It's still there, dude.
It is there.
It's that house.
Yeah, the house.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, like my first 2 years, that was the spot.
You broke it down there.
Then I don't know what ever happened to it.
Yeah.
But my first 2 years at La Res, that was a thing.
That was your spot? That's where you'd go?
Deadly.
Dude, what did you do in there? You know the bar?
No, we don't talk about that. Listen, I'm a new man.
Yeah.
Things are different.
It's over.
That's it.
That's the past. That was your favorite spot though?
Yeah, La Res was the spot to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was a spot called The Thrill, but I was already kind of leaving at that point, so I wasn't really going out.
Did you guys have Goodfellas there at the time or any of those spots? Maw? Might as well. He's not though. It's been there forever.
Yeah, that's forever.
Yeah,
that's a staple. But
never leaving.
Yeah, La Res was the spot.
Yeah. Did you meet Jordan when you were there at all?
No.
No, he never came by, right?
He's a fisherman.
I know. We tried getting him to participate, dude. I was talking to, I know one of his mates. They were in the Bahamas right now. My man's chilling, smoking a cigar.
That's a vibe. That's a good life, man.
He's cool, dude.
Yeah, he worked hard for it.
No, he did.
I don't blame him one bit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
dude, I love
part of it. Yeah,
well,
that's
dude,
part of it.
I'm looking forward to watching you, on TV, doing your thing, man. And I hope you get a big tuna, something to take home.
Yeah, bring some fish home and
man,
fry it up or just sashimi that thing up. Yeah, it'll be good, man. I'm excited about it.
It'll be good. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me, man. Thank you.
Easy enough.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, we just heard from Giovani. It was awesome to talk with him. You guys got to go watch The Catch on CBS Sports right now.
Thanks for joining us on The Science of Fishing. We hope that this episode was helpful and you learned something for the next time you're wetting a line. Before we cast off, a special thanks to our sponsors, Bloody Battery, Sea Mule, and Black Reef Company. Stay hooked by following us on social media at Science of Fishing and hitting the subscribe button. And if you know someone who'd enjoy this, please share it with them. Until we meet again, catch 'em up.